Diplo has reached a resolution with sex assault accuser he sued for stalking. So I was talking about this before in the podcast where I thought it was really interesting how Diplo seems to be like Teflon. He seems to be impervious to these allegations. There's always somebody throwing out allegations about him being creepy, about him being an abuser, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't seem to affect his gigs, his endorsements, his collaborations, his whatever, nothing. He just seems to be going on the up and up and up. And in this particular case, he's reached a settlement with a stalker. He just seems to be getting win after win after win somehow, even though it seems like he might be a bit of a bad guy. Maybe. Who knows? Let's read the article quotes in the Rolling Stone. It says, lawyers for the DJ and producer Diplo announced that they have reached a global resolution in principle on Monday to end his tangled legal dispute with Shelly Auguste, a woman who had sexual relationship with him in 2019. The last-minute deal averted a trial set to begin on Monday. Wow. He was going to start trial on Monday, and they reached a deal. That's good, bro. He must be fucking happy about that, innit? Because that was definitely going to be broadcast and reported across every fucking platform. So, reaching a settlement out of court is definitely the best thing, if especially if you're guilty. You know what I mean? You don't want all your fucking skeletons fucking getting revealed. If the trial had been proceeded, it would have consolidated Diplo's stalking and trespassing and revenge porn claims against Auguste with her dueling claims of sexual battery and assault. So he's claiming she was trespassing, doing revenge porn shit, and she's claiming sexual battery and assault. We have a resolution in principle. We are probably days, not weeks away from getting it signed. There are 1 or 2 paragraphs of kind of tweak. We sent the revisions over on the weekend. Diplo's lawyer, Brian Elliott, has said. I'm assuming the resolution is some sort of money, right? Some sort of cash settlement, I'm assuming. When the judge Roloff M. True asked if Auguste's lawyer, Kimberly Casper, agreed with the settlement, Casper responded that she did. Judge True then vacated the trial date and said that the parties should return next Monday to hopefully have a signed settlement that would dismiss the case. Lawyers on both sides declined to comment. Diplo-born Thomas Wesley Pence has been locked in a dispute with Auguste since she filed a restraining order in November 2020. She claimed that the filing that she met Pence online when she was 17 in 2014. God damn, bro. Diplo's one of them guys, isn't it? A bit of a diddler. She met him when he was 17. That he groomed her into exchanging sexual intimate images, and she accused him of posting sexually explicit images of her an anonymous Twitter account as revenge because she claimed that online that he filmed one of her sexual encounters without consent. Most likely he did hook up with this girl when she was 17, but I don't think it was as sinister as she's making it seem. But it's still weird, you know? It's still bizarre for a grown-ass man to be dating a 17-year-old. Because I'd imagine 2014, Diplo was probably, in his late 20s or maybe early 30s. So, god damn it. Oh, no, not even late 20s. He probably is in his mid-30s. I'd have to be. I think Diplo is quite old. He doesn't look that old, but I'd imagine he's quite old. Pence responded by filing his own restraining order against the petition on December 8, 2020. He described Auguste as an obsessed fan who became vindictive when he refused to continue to see her after a very brief sexual encounter. He claimed that they met in March 2018, not 2014, and admitted that, okay, of course you'd say that. It was 4 years after, not the 4 years before. And admitted that they had sex on April 2019 and then again in Las Vegas in 2019, July. He claimed that Auguste sent him a barrage of unsolicited and lewd, obscene messages after that and became upset when he refused to engage. Pence then accused Auguste of sending at least 4 sexually explicit videos of him to the mother of one of his children. He called himself a victim of revenge porn. In January 2021, the parties entered into a settlement concerning their request for mutual restraining orders. Court records show the deal restricted their right to publish information. On April 23rd, 2021, Pence demanded arbitration because Auguste allegedly continued to make social media postings. But he also sued Auguste a week later in open court, accusing her of stalking, trespassing, and revenge porn. 2 months later, in June 2021, Auguste filed her own lawsuit against Pence, alleging he groomed her since he was a teenager and forced her into sex in Las Vegas 2019. On September 2022, an arbitrator found that both sides had violated a prior agreement. A court record obtained by Rolling Stone reveals the court states that while both parties were found at fault, it was Pence who was awarded $1.2 million in damages. It's not clear if the status of the award was when the parties entered negotiations. A new deal announced on Monday comes a week after the federal judge in Los Angeles ruled that the different women must use a real name if they choose to proceed with the separate revenge porn lawsuits. The women's lawyers said that the statement said they had plans to appeal the decision. In the case, Jane Doe plaintiff alleged she was 21 years old in 2016 when she began communicating with Pence, who was 37 at the time. Jesus. He's been old for time, innit? Fucking Diplo. He's been old for ages. Diplo was 37 in 2016. God damn it. She and Pence later engaged in an intimate relationship that lasted several years. She acknowledged that occasionally she allowed Pence to record them having sex, but claims she never gave him permission to distribute those images and videos. So it seems like Diplo likes to record shit, yeah? She alleges that between 2018 and 2013, Pence recorded himself having sex with her and then shared the videos with others over both text messages and Snapchat. The woman claims that a different woman contacted her in November 2013 to say that Pence had shared some of the intimate material with her on Snapchat on October 2018. Pence, for 46. I don't know about that age, bro. I think he might be lying about that one. Something gives me the feeling that he might be lying about his age. I have a feeling he might be a bit older than that. Pence, 46, denies any wrongdoing. His lawyer, Brian Friedman, has called the Jane Doe's lawsuits an obvious shakedown attempt. Time and time again, Wes has been targeted by a group of untrustworthy individuals, their unscrupulous lawyers, cobbling together falsehoods in search of a meritless payday. Friedman said, "The suit seems to be just more of the same, which is why we have no reason to believe that this will end in any way differently than all the others." God damn. But like I said, man, the interesting thing about this is just like the lack of damage these allegations have done to him. I've not seen his stock once. He's always booked and busy. He's always in some sort of like lavish place somewhere, DJing, having a great time. It's interesting how things work differently based on the color of your skin mostly, isn't it? Because honestly, he's got some pretty dicey allegations against him. Essentially like PDF level allegations. Revenge porn shit, assault shit, battery shit. Again, most of them got dismissed, and some of them they're still ongoing. He's reaching a settlement with one. But these are things where even the allegation alone, even just the mere allegation, can really hamper your career. For Diplo, it seemed to have done nothing. Hasn't stopped a single thing. In a fair and just world, this is what should happen to everyone, to be fair. You should, your cancellation should be kind of weighted against your actual day in court, right? Or whatever it may be, or when more evidence is presented. More people should have this kind of luck. But it's just unfair that he seems to be able to get away with it, quote unquote, and other people don't. Other people have to kind of, they have to put up with being called names. They have to put up with losing their entire career. They have to put up with people not looking at them the same way. But him, for the most part, unless you're really, and again, you have to also be plugged in. Unless you're really plugged into this sort of stuff, or you follow this type of news, you wouldn't even know some of these things happening to Diplo. You'd have no idea what's fucking going on. So it's wild that he's been able to get away with this for so long. It's absolutely insane. And now it seems like it's going to be behind him very soon because he's reached a fucking resolution with one of the accusers. Especially the main one, it seems like this Augustine woman who they've clearly had a relationship with prior, and there's definitely some, you'd imagine he probably didn't want anything to come out in discovery or in evidence or during the court case itself. So this has definitely worked out to his favor. But god damn it, man, some people just get away with it, innit? Some people truly get away with it. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild.